Listen to me closely, not casually, not while distracted, not while half believing and half doubting. Listen the way a man listens when he knows something in his life is broken and he is finally willing to stop lying to himself about it. I am an old man now. I have watched entire generations rise, chase, exhaust themselves, burn out, and repeat the same mistakes with newer tools and louder promises. Different technology, same fear. Different economy, same chains. And I'm going to tell you something that directly contradicts what your parents, your teachers, and your society have told you since the day you were born. If you are struggling financially right now, if you are out of work, or if you are working a job that barely covers your rent and leaves you anxious and drained, I want you to stop looking for a job. Put the resumes down. Close the job boards. Stop refreshing your inbox. Stop begging companies to notice you. Stop shrinking yourself in interviews hoping someone will rescue you. In fact, I will go further. If you do exactly what I tell you for the next 30 days, fully, not halfway, not adjusted to feel safe, and your financial situation does not noticeably shift, then you should never listen to another word I say.
Because the reason you are broke is not a lack of employment. It never was. The reason you are broke is because you have been chasing the pipe instead of the source. You were trained to worship delivery systems instead of understanding where value actually comes from. You were trained to confuse effort with alignment, movement with progress, exhaustion with virtue. And a man who lives like that will always be busy, always stressed, always hoping,
but never truly wealthy.
A job is not money. A job is a pipe. It is a temporary channel through which value flows until it doesn't. Pipes clog. Pipes break. Pipes get replaced. Pipes get shut off without warning. Most people spend their entire lives hunting for better pipes. Bigger companies, higher titles, safer industries, better bosses. And every time the pipe collapses, they panic because they never owned the source. They outsource their survival to systems that do not care whether they live or die. I have watched grown men panic when they lose jobs, the same way children panic when the lights go out. They don't know how to function without permission. That is not bad luck. That is dependency. And dependency is the opposite of wealth. Here is the truth most people cannot handle. Looking for work broadcasts lack. When you are searching, begging, chasing, refreshing, you are silently announcing to the world and to yourself that you do not have it. Neediness has a smell. You cannot see it, but everyone can feel it. Employers feel it. Investors feel it. Partners feel it. Opportunities feel it. That is why two people with the same skills get completely different outcomes. One walks into the room needing the outcome. The other walks in as if the outcome needs them. To receive money, you must stop needing money. That is the paradox, and paradox is where real power lives. Right now, you are a hunter. You are chasing opportunities the way a starving man chases food. Desperate, reactive, scanning the horizon for something to save you. I am telling you to become something else entirely. Become the oasis. An oasis does not move. It does not chase animals. It becomes so valuable, so nourishing, so unavoidable, that everything crosses the desert to reach it. Opportunity does not chase effort. Opportunity chases value that is still. Stillness is not laziness. Stillness is control. For the next 30 days, your mission is uncomfortable but simple. Identify one real problem in the world that you are uniquely positioned to solve. Not someday, not hypothetically, now. And start solving it without asking for permission and without asking for money. This is not volunteering. This is positioning. When you provide value without demanding payment, you create imbalance. And reality does not tolerate imbalance. When value is released, compensation must follow, often from places you never expected. Small minds fear giving without guarantees. They say you will be exploited, taken advantage of, undervalued. That is the mindset of someone who believes money is scarce. Only people with no leverage fear giving. Free value is how leverage is created. When you solve a problem so clearly and visibly that others benefit, payment becomes inevitable. You stop being a candidate. You become a necessity.
And necessities do not negotiate from weakness. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people disqualify themselves. You want money, but your environment is chaos. Your room is messy. Your schedule is undefined. Your sleep is erratic. Your mornings start late and anxious. Money does not enter disorder. It cannot stay there. If you cannot manage your own space, why would reality trust you with resources that amplify who you already are? Act as if you are already responsible for something large. Wake up early, not because someone told you to, but because leaders move before the noise begins. Dress with intention, not to impress, but to align your identity with where you are going. Clean your space like someone important is coming, because they are. Preparation is a signal. The world responds to signals, not words. Preparation says, I am ready. Disorder says, I would waste this. Most people wait for opportunity before they prepare. That is why opportunity never comes. Prepare first, then wait. Stillness removes desperation. I know you are worried about bills. I know the pressure. But desperation makes you repellent. If you walk into any situation vibrating with fear and urgency, you push away what you want. That is why I am telling you to become calm first, still, grounded. Spend time doing nothing but clearing your mind, cleaning your space, stabilizing your nervous system. A calm man thinks clearly. A clear man sees options.
Options create money. Most people do not lack money. They lack the identity required to hold it. They define themselves by titles, employers, roles. When those disappear, so do they. You are not your job. You are not your title. Those were pipes. If a pipe breaks, you do not mourn. You build a better system. For the next 30 days, stop begging. Stop broadcasting lack. Stop asking the world who you are. Start acting like someone who already knows. Speak differently. When people ask what you are doing, do not say you are looking for work. Say you are building something, because you are. Words shape reality. Language is architecture. Speak like someone under construction, not like someone unemployed. Every dollar you spend during this period, treat it as a seed, not a loss. Fear constricts flow. Respect keeps it moving. Stop checking your bank balance with panic. Empty space is not tragedy. It is capacity. Space exists to be filled, but only when it is clean. Think about the people who rose during the worst conditions, not by escaping, but by planting where they stood. Conditions do not create wealth. Alignment does. Location does not create wealth. Identity does. You are not here to rent your life out in hourly pieces forever. You are here to solve problems, build systems, create value that outlives your effort. The moment you stop chasing approval and start organizing your inner world, the outer world responds. Opportunities will find you that you did not apply for. Conversations will open that were not available before. Money moves towards certainty, not chaos. You are building certainty. This is not motivation. This is engineering. If you follow this for 30 days, something will break, but it will not be you. It will be the old pattern. You will look back and realize that the moment you stopped begging was the moment things began to shift. You were never meant to live in panic. You were never meant to live in submission. You were meant to build, to steward, to design. Stop acting like a man waiting to be chosen. Start acting like a man preparing to be received. Walk through your space like someone who owns their future. Speak like someone whose value is not up for negotiation. Be still long enough for the signal to lock in. The flow is already there. It is waiting for a vessel that can hold it. Clean the vessel. Align the mind. Solve real problems. Then stand still. The world always comes to the man who no longer chases it.